2015年4月某日、日本国東京都森宮市。この日、彼の日常は引き裂かれた。
Hey, what's up guys? Sorry about that. Migzuki5 here. Today we're gonna be playing some some Tokyo Xanadu. I don't think I've ever actually finished this game. Let's see, Quinn Parker. Well, see you later. I'm not sure. Because like it says it uses controller, but it's acting like it doesn't. And I think it's mainly because it has not been, I'm trying to see, no, there's no set for it, which sucks. So let me see here. Okay. Left trigger. No. What? Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. That's left bumper. Right bumper. D-pad, directional pad. Oh. Why do I have to set this up manually? This is so annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love the new I will say this, I do love the new, hold on, give me a second. There we go, that's a little better. Don't get me wrong, I do love the new big picture mode in Steam. But this is just annoying. Okay. So that's set up. Now triggers. Let's see. This is, let's see, right trigger. Okay, so this will be full pull, right trigger, soft pull, of course, right trigger. And then left trigger. There we go. Yeah, it's bad because I have to. I don't get it. I don't get why I have to set this up. Let's see, joystick. This is right thumbstick. Yeah, right stick click. Outer ring command. I don't know that. What is this? Yeah, it's gonna be. No. No. Let's see, outer ring command, add extra commands. And then add extra command. There we go, thumbstick set up. Trying to see if there's any way to do this easier. Doesn't look like it, which kind of sucks. Okay, so left thumbstick this time. That's the click, and then outer ring command. Let's go with up first. Add extra command. Okay. Add extra command. Add extra command. Okay, and that one's set up. Alright, cool. Trackpad. The only trackpad really is it's this, the touchpad. I'm not gonna mess with that. Cause like most games don't actually. Most games don't really mess with this unless it's a directional swipe. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like it's just a directional swipe. It doesn't really need any of that. Anyway, gyro behavior. I don't know if this. I think this controller does have a gyro in it. It should be fine though. We don't really need it, especially for games on PC. We don't need it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how I did this. Forgot about the buttons. Did I? I think I forgot about the, cause like I have the bumpers and stuff, but where are like the normal buttons? See, that's the crazy thing. It says that this is controller compatible, but it's acting like it's not. So what we're gonna do is we're going to switch controllers and see if that helps. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Again, not what I'm looking for. Let me see. For now, we're gonna skip past this. Skip. Yeah, don't really care right now. Trying to quit it. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try and fix this because like it's saying like. All right, so. Apparently, it's like I guess people don't really use PlayStation controllers for PC. It's usually just Xbox. Yeah, because Xbox actually has built-in support for it, or the Steam has actually built-in support for Xbox. That's just weird. Okay. Let's see. Gamepad. Yeah, it has built-in support for it. Okay. Alright, so we should be good? I'm guessing? I'm guessing that's all. Like, I'm guessing we should be good. Alright. Let's see if this works. Okay, so it's working. Cool. Let's see. Would you like to use controller 1 as default, as your default input device? Yes, please. That would make things easier. All right, we're gonna go straight to new game. Actually, hold on, wait. Before we do, I'm going to turn voices down. There's a reason why. It's because everything is in Japanese. There is no English subtitles for this. There's probably a mod for it where you can get English subtitles, but there are, as of right now, no English subtitles for this. So yeah, I'm gonna increase the camera speed just a little bit. Active voice settings. Oh, this is when you're running around and they talk. Yeah, I want them to wait for this because I like actually reading through those, and when it actually just goes on its own, it's kind of annoying. Alright, let's see. Lock condition setting. Let me see. Yeah, it says change behavior during active voice. Set to free, talking or investigating is possible. Let's see. Okay, that's lock on. Controller vibration. Display settings. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Okay. So, I know for a fact that this game is actually extraordinarily hard, even on normal, which makes absolutely no sense. Like this is probably one of the harder anime hack and slashes that are out there. The first time I played this on normal, I got 3 hit by the first boss. The first boss hit me 3 times and I died. So, we're going to just play on easy. So this is a visual novel type game, but like I said, I will be literally like I turned voice off for a reason because it's all in Japanese. I won't be able to understand it. I don't know if anybody else will be able to understand it. So yeah, on this day, his reality was torn apart. Alright, here we go. So, as far as I remember, we play a character that works in a coffee shop. I don't know, it's kind of weird playing this again, because the first time I played this, I played it on Utomic, or Utomic. But yeah, I've never played it on Steam. I own it on Steam now, so I don't need Utomic to play it. But the first time I played it, I didn't play through it, but the first time I played it was on Utomic. If you don't know what Utomic is, it's like a cloud gaming type thing, kind of like Netflix, except for video games. Like I think it's really cheap too. I think it's like $10, $10 every month, and you get access to like 500 or actually no, it's close to around 1,000. Yeah, about 1,000 games. And they have a lot of anime games too. But yeah, if I get a chance, I'll probably show you guys what Atomic is like. It's really cool. It has a lot of old games that you don't really see on PC anymore, or console or anything like that. Or stream, for that matter. Let's see. Okay. That's enough of me yapping. Let's get into the story. Let's see. Well, see you later. And the reason why I'm saying let's get into the story is because this first part is very, very long. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Take care now. Thank you. Ko Tokisaki. Or Tokisaka. I probably butchered that. That took freaking forever. My shift would have ended earlier if it weren't for those drunk assholes. Then again, I made way more money than usual because of them, so I should stop whining. Let me put my headset on. There we go. I should go home. That's right. I need to call... The love interest. Can't remember her name. Oh yeah, that's right. Asuka. Asuka Hiragi. Hiragi? I'm pretty sure it was her. I never pegged her as someone who'd wander around the entertainment district. Damn it. I just got off work, too. Okay, so yeah, we're about to meet the other half. The other protagonist. I think there's like... Yeah, this is the other protagonist. There's two protagonists in this game. As a matter of fact, this kind of reminds me about, what is it, Byakugan. Yeah, this reminds me of Byakugan. Just a little bit. Because, like, the guy just goes to, like, he goes to a factory, like an abandoned factory, runs into a monster, winds up dying, and then the girl saves him with, what is it, it's like a little octagonal thing called a kakugane. And she puts it into his chest, replaces his heart with it. Then, he goes right back to the factory, only to run into her fighting the monster. So, yeah, this kind of reminds me of Byakugan, just a little bit. Or Bakugan, sorry. It's either Bakugan or Byakugan. What was it again? No, Buso Renkin. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, Buso Renkin, that's what it was called. It reminds me of Buso Renkin. Alright, let's see. I think they went over that way. Hey girl, why so cold? We just want to talk. How about it? Typical bad guy trash. Huh? You just gonna ignore us? Now I'm starting to get mad. Oh, the wall slam. Hey! The more I look at you, the hotter you get. Come on, give me a smile. Don't scare her. Hey, I know that uniform. You're from Moriyama Academy, alright? Isn't that a prep school? How about kicking it with us? Come on, it'll be fun. Oh, those delinquents. I think I've seen them around before. Damn it. Oh well. Hey, you. Oh, snap. What the? A red crack? About time it appeared. What? What's going on? I'm not screaming. It's too late for that. Hiragi! Huh? I love playing games like this. Honestly, I do. I love playing games that have kind of a deep story to them, especially if they're anime ones. What's going on? Also, just because I like to badly voice act. So excuse the bad voice acting. What the hell? What kind of sick joke is this? Is this a dream? Nah, I'm too clear-headed for that. It's kinda cool. Maybe creepy. Don't tell me it's the afterlife. I could have sworn I was under the train tracks just now. Hiragi? Yo, Hiragi! Where are you? Those gang members are gone. Did they get caught up too? I don't get any of this. What's going on? Yeah, again, excuse the bad voice acting. Whatever. No point in just sitting here doing nothing. I better track down Hiragi, and then find a way out of here. Alright, here we go, tutorial. Now, this is why the beginning of the game is so friggin' hard, or not hard, but so friggin' long, is because of the tutorial. Okay. So it says, you can save by opening the camp menu system. Okay. Open the camp menu with the start button. Go to system and choose save. Yeah, that's from the last time I played it. Well, let's just start it anew. Oh yeah, I forgot. Jump is, Damn, it's cold here. It's too quiet. The silence is getting on my nerves. I'll try to read with the active voice. It's not easy because sometimes they're really, really fast. Where's my Z phone? No signal, of course. Guess I'll just keep moving. Yeah, see, this is another reason I like this game, is because pretty much the story doesn't just stop when you Hiragi, you here? If you're here, say something. Nada. Wonder where it'll lead me. Yeah, so the reason I like this is because the story doesn't stop outside the cutscenes, it keeps going. That's another reason I like this. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can, let's see if, this will be better. Give me a second. I'm just trying to do something here really quick. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, that's much easier. Okay, yeah. And plus the thing won't be there where it says The thing won't be there where it says, what's it called? The watermark won't be there. There we go. Yeah, because it wasn't the... Like, I'm using OBS, and game capture was not working for this game. Like, similar to how, like, okay, you know, with Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, yeah, game capture will not work with that game for some reason. You have to use a display capture to actually get it, or window capture to use it. So, yeah, that's how this one was. But I'm glad it's working now, so yeah, cool. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh, dark hallway. Oh no, it's an instance gate. Okay. Is that it's called the core? Hey, that's... Oh, there she is. Hiragi. And those jackasses from earlier. It looks like she's alright. Man. I was worried sick about her. Huh? Yeah, I forgot. The monsters look creepy as hell in this. They look like a mutated version of the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. What in the hell are those black things? Damn it. Hiragi, run! She's not gonna run. Soul device, activate. No, I am not doing a woman's voice. I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a problem with doing it, but I'm not gonna do that. Hardly worth the effort. However, I can probably do a little high pitch of a voice. I can probably do that. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. I won't do like a full-on woman's voice though. I'm gonna do that. Oh, that was all. Interesting. No boss. Okay. Seems you're safe. Never thought you'd be one of the few able to see. I didn't think you'd be brave enough to actually jump through. Or is it just stupidity? Hey, Hiragi? Is this a dream or something? None of this makes any sense otherwise. Yes, that's right. It's all just a bad dream. Well, for you anyway. Hiragi? But don't worry. All nightmares end. I'll take you back to your normal life. I'm trying not to do like, good night, Tokisaka. Yeah, oh, yeah, intro, forgot about this. I kind of feel like they should have made this an anime show. yeah, while the intro's going, I will be right back, guys. So enjoy it. I just wanted to get a soda. Chapter 1. The Eclipse. Let's see if I can keep up with the dialogue. If I remember correctly, this is the past. Go? Huh? What? This is my bedroom? Jeez, you're finally awake. Shiori Kurashiki? Okay. Good morning, Ko. Yeah, again, I'm not doing a full-on female voice. I'm just doing like a little more of a high pitch of my normal voice. You were thrashing around in your sleep. Are you okay? Or are you having a nightmare? Or were you having a nightmare or something? Shiori. Nah, it's nothing. Just remembering something from before. Wait, what are you doing here? I came to wake you up. Your mom gave me a key to the front door. She told me, please check on him from time to time. I tried using the intercom, but you didn't answer. Going to bed in your uniform, you really need to pay more attention to your appearance. My uniform? Oh. You were working until late last night, weren't you? You know, as a high school student, you're not supposed to be working so late. What time did you end up coming home last night? Last night? What the? After finishing up work last night, how did I get home? For Pete's sake, Ko. Looks like it was, sorry. When it starts to get late like this, like, cause it's almost, it's 11:30 at night here. Yeah, I start to have trouble reading when it starts to get late like this. Looks like it was a good thing that I came to wake you up. hurry up and go take a shower. After you're done, come over to my house. I made you breakfast. What are you, my mom? That's another thing. This is a day-based anime type game where it's literally half visual novel. Like it's part visual novel dating sim, part hack and slash adventure. The blossoms are about to fall. They're still beautiful though. They bloomed late this year, but that just means we got to enjoy them longer. Yeah, guess so. Shouldn't we go? I think I read that wrong. I think she said we get, not got. My bad. Shouldn't we hurry, Ko? The bell's about to ring. What's the rush? I'll make it. I'm sleepy. Just let me take it easy for a sec. Ko, you're a second year now. You're not a kid anymore. I'm sure you don't want to get yelled at. I'm sure you don't want to get yelled at by the teacher. I guess. Huh? What's wrong? It's nothing. Nothing at all. Must be my imagination. Hey, you two. Hey, you two. Sorry about that. Good morning, Ko. Shiori. Oh, guys, okay. Good morning, Ryota. Good morning, Jin. You two came together? Sorry, just taking a drink. Yeah, we met up earlier. So, here we are. Ryota Ibuki. And Jun Kohinata. What about you two? You love birds. You love birds flying into school as a pair now? When will I find my true love? Who are you calling lovebirds? Knock it off. Why, Ko? Why, Ko? Is that blushing I see? Sorry about that. I'm reading all wrong tonight. Sorry. Don't be stupid, idiot. Oh, you two never change. Is that what she said, or did she say... Nope, she said, oh, you two, you never change. Sorry about that. It's not like we've been second years for all that long. I'm just glad that we're all in the same class again. Me too. I'm hoping for another great year together. Fingers crossed. There's the bell. Crap, is that the bell? Oh man, I thought we still had some time. We better move it. Yep, looked like the teacher was mad anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the teacher is yeah, she's tiny. She's really, really tiny. I forgot about that. There we go. Toa Kokonoe. Okay. Now, who wants to solve this problem? Don't be shy. Raise your hand. And she's cute. I can't believe she's related to a smug guy like him. Who are you calling smug? And what's that got to do with anything? Of all the people, why did my cousin have to end up the homeroom teacher of my class? Who cares? It's not like you guys hate each other or anything. She's good enough to lead a class despite being new, and her lessons are easy to understand too. That's fine and all, but... Ko! No talking in class! Oops. You hear that? She sounds like his mom. Wait. I take it back. I keep speaking to you like we're at home. Just kill me now. That's what you get for talking during class. Okay, I still say he's lucky for having such a cute cousin. Why would he be lucky for having a cute cousin? Why would that make him lucky? Moving on. Can anyone solve this problem? We're a bit ahead, so maybe it's too hard? Here, Miss Kokonoe. Oh, Hiragi. Can you come to the front of the class then? Yes. I don't know if this is correct, but... Jesus. How's this? Let's see. Good, you got it. Your method is also perfect. Well done, I'm impressed. There is no way in hell I'd be able to do a math problem like that. I'm sorry, but that looks unfortunately complicated. Phew. I was lucky that the parts I studied happened to be this kind of problem. Good job, Hiragi. That's our class rep. What's that got to do with it? She really makes it look easy. Girl's got my respect. But I wouldn't expect anything less of an international student. Their brains are just better. Asuka Hiragi. Hardly know her, but... Yeah, that's right. He breaks through her memory erasing. I forgot about that. What? Ko? So the reason I turned a lot of people might be wondering why I turned off the voices. Trying to talk while actually playing the voices is it's hard. Trying to actually read it while playing the voices is hard. It's so unfair. Seriously. You've got a cute childhood friend and a gorgeous cousin. Where's the justice in this world? Why? What? I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that in most anime, and I'm not sure if this rings true for Japan as well, but I keep forgetting in most anime that I think the second cousin, it's either the second or the third cousin, I think, like, I keep forgetting that in anime, it's, like, they find it okay to be in a relationship? And it's very, very awkward. Very awkward to read. Very, very weird to think about. What's next? What's next? A young aunt with an awesome body? Okay, that's just strictly just fucked up. Okay. Nope, nada. Ryota, you've been going on and on about that since the term started. Yeah. Can't we talk about something else? But you heard her in class. They're like super close. What's up with that? Jeez, give it a rest already. I thought you preferred older women anyway. That includes, oh, okay, no, that's right, okay. That include childish ones like her? That's what makes Toa great, though. That's really creepy. That's what makes Toa great, though. She's mature, but still has that sparkle of innocent youth. That is really creepy, dude. He's starting to remind me of the big dude in that show. What is it called? Oh, what was it called? I think it was Prison School. He's starting to remind me of that one big dude in Prison School. Or was it him? No, I don't think it was him. It was. I know it was a big dude, but I can't remember which anime it was. I think it might have been Toradora. Yeah, I think it was Toradora. Yeah, Toradora sounds right. I think it was Toradora. Damn it. Just you watch, Ko. I'll beat you by having the best high school year ever. Well, after last year, the only way to go, the only way to go is up, right? I mean, to mistake Jun for a... shut up! Please, just let that part of my life die. Let me guess, he mistaked him for a girl. That brings back memories. By the way, Ko, did something happen with Hiragi? Huh? Sorry if maybe I'm reading too much into things, but weren't you staring at her during Miss Kokonoe's class? That's because... Oh? Ko, you... Ko... You... Don't tell me. You've got the hots for Hiragi? Hi. It's nice to meet you all. My name's Asuka Hiragi, and I've just transferred here. I've been living abroad, so I'm not all that familiar with the way of things here. I hope that I'll get to know you all and the city, and that we'll have a great year together. Thank you very much. Good looking, smart, not stuck up. She's nice and seems pretty respectable. She's ranked #1 among the guys in this month's popularity poll, too. You've got lots of competition, Ko. It's not like that. It's just Just what? Nothing. Never mind. I was probably just zoning out. Anyway, enough about me. What about you? You seem kind of distracted yourself at the gate this morning. There's something that's been bothering me recently. What's that? Lately, I've been feeling a strange presence. I get this feeling that there's something behind me. Something? Like a stalker? No, it's nothing like that. But I haven't really checked, so I can't say for sure. I don't know then. Maybe you've got a ghost. Guess it's not really the season for that kind of thing, though. Come on, Ryota. Try and be a little serious for a change. No, he might be right. That presence just didn't feel human. What? Come on, Shiori. You're not serious, are you? Sure sounds mysterious, alright. Well, if anything happens, tell me. Even on days I have to work, I can at least walk you home. Ko, thanks. And you guys too. But really, don't worry about me. Everything's fine. Yeah, most of his friends wind up getting superpowers in this game. That's why I kind of wish this turned into an actual anime. It might actually be an anime and just not have been released in the US. That's what I'm thinking. Because like this definitely has potential to be an anime if it's not one. Okay, that's it for homeroom. Take care on your way home. Hiragi, if you do the honors. Stand, bow. Alright, we are done. So, anyone feel like doing something fun? What's with you all of a sudden? Nothing. My club's just off today. And my folks are heading out to the shopping street tonight for a get-together or something. I'm free. Sorry about that, I saw a notification on my screen. Well, I'm game. I have to call home first, but I'm in too. What about you, Ko? Sorry, no can do. I've got work tonight. Seriously? Didn't you work yesterday? Yeah, but I got called into the antique shop in Brook Alley today. They can give me recommendations for other work, so I can't turn it down. Man, it's always like this with you. Ko, I know your parents are away on a business trip and all year, but is your budget really that tight? No, he should be getting more than enough to live on. Well, after taking care of the living expenses, there really isn't any to play around with. Besides, working is like my version of club activities. Still the same old Ko. You used to work in secret back in middle school, too. Oh, hey, Atoa. That's Miss Kokonoe to you. Middle school? Is that even legal? Ah, you met him in high school, so I guess you wouldn't know. Ko's always done stuff as a helper. On the surface, anyway. No matter how many times Grandpa told him not to, he never listened. And what's this about working yesterday, too? Listen up, Ko. Part-time work is against the school rules. Cousin or not, no exceptions. If Grandpa finds out, I can't defend you. Jeez. Fine. You gotta stop treating me like I'm a little kid at school, though. So did I also mention that this game is free roam? It's free roam. You can go to different locations on the map, and you can talk to different people, including people that you see in school and around school. You can talk to them around the city as well. And there are there are a lot of students at the school. This is a huge game. Let's see. They're gone, so I should get going too. But I don't think it really opens up until like after the first chapter. After the first chapter, it really starts to open up. I know I said I didn't have any spending money, but it's not like there's anything I want to buy. Whatever. I'll wander around for a bit, then leave from the main entrance. Here we go. Free time. Yeah, this is the free room. The time from now until Ko heads to his part-time job is free time where you can explore. You can talk to the people at school or in town and check out the shops. Try having a look around. Oh, excuse me, sorry. You can also use NeAR. NeAR is an SNS app in Ko's Z phone. Sorry about that, I just got a notification. Okay. With this, you can look back at past events, view shop info and character details, as well as see tutorials. Z-Phone, a standardized network device that also works as a phone. Looks like a Palm Pilot. Let's see, apps on the device allow you to perform a variety of operations. NeAR, a social networking service for the Z-Phone, useful for communicating as well as checking recipes and other people's info. You can open it by pressing the right directional button. Okay. Also, yeah, recipes. Did I mention you can actually craft weapons and stuff in this? Like, they literally packed this with just a lot of stuff. Let's see. NeAR has many features that will unlock as the story progresses. You can now select NeAR from the camp menu or press right on the directional pad to open it directly. So, bright, brave, and kind. So, this is also a morality game as well. Like I said, they packed a lot in here. So, this is a morality game where your choices actually matter. So, if you choose to be a good student, your brightness meter will go up. If you choose to be a brave student, basically like pretty much fighting, protecting people, stuff like that, your brave meter will go up. If you choose to be nice to everyone you meet, your kind meter will go up. So yeah, it's basically every one of your choices matter. Also, at the same time, I don't think choices are dialogue treed. It's a little different with this. It's basically like on a quest, or when you go meet somebody, depending on what you actually go with, actually like to choose or to do while you're in a certain quest. Depending on that, that's how your stats will go up. Let's see. Okay, so these are the shops that are open. Doesn't look like there's a lot open. Let's see. The cafeteria is open. They have yakisoba bread. Station Square Star Camera. So Knee Air is open. Oh wait, no. Star Camera's open. They have a Knee Air color red. So that's for, like, pretty much Knee Air color. It's for changing the color of this interface. Let's see. Books Orion is open. They have Moriyama today. I'm guessing that's a guidebook. Let's see. Sakura Pharmacy is open. They have Glorious EX. What else? Brick Alley. Okay, so they have a fashionable shirt in Brick Alley. Like, it's basically showing like the best stuff that they have for each store right now. Let's see, for coffee shop, it's roasted coffee. Hanamizuki, they have lavender potpourri. Let's see, this week's featured shop is the Brick Alley Boutique Nomad. That's the fashionable. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yeah, these are the new arrivals. That's what it is. Moriyama Academy School Store, Morimiya. I can't believe I've been saying that wrong. Morimiya Crest Badge. Okay. Chapter 4, off to work. Or Chapter 1, off to work, sorry. Let's see, April 17th, Friday. It's been a while since I had that dream, and I forgot to change before crashing yesterday. Asuki Hiragi, class president and recent transfer student. I swear I've seen her before. It must have been in a dream. It must have been a dream. Thank God classes are over for the day. Time to head to the main entrance and home. So we don't have to do that. We can actually just look around. Okay, so... Alright, so here we go. Yeah, these unlock later. It pretty much details your story as the story progresses. But right now, this is all we got. So it says, Class 2B, a second year at Morimiya Academy. Let's see, it says, he comes across as somewhat aloof, but he's really a fairly nice guy who frequently jumps into situations before thinking. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shuri, a slightly shy, sweet girl with a strong spirit. Ko's next-door neighbor and childhood friend. Her and Ko's family are very close. Okay, so Class 2B, Kendo Club. One of Ko's closest friends. He devotes his life to slacking and chasing girls. Almost the poster boy for the stereotypical lazy high school student. Let's see. Another of Ko's close friends, his innocent appearance and easygoing personality makes him super popular with the girls. Ko's cousin and newly appointed homeroom teacher miraculously gained the trust and respect of her students and fellow teachers from day one. Okay, cool. And this is the only second year student I know right now, which is her. Let's see, it says, recently returned to Japan after studying abroad. She is the chair of the class committee, While she's friendly, people find it difficult to approach her. Okay. Let's see, we'll save it. There we go. Alright, so let's look around. Classroom 2A. That's to the exit. We don't want to leave just yet. Hey, Tokisaka. Heading back? Yeah, what about you guys? Got club? Yep. Today's marathon day. Oh joy. Endurance runs are the worst. So boring. Come on, Yuji. You know it's crucial to build up your endurance. And we'll reap the fruits of our spring labor when summer rears its head. Yeah, I know. Good luck. Yeah, see, everybody has their, like, everybody in this game has a name. Like, they gave every one of the characters a name. I haven't seen Rion around as much as before. Her work has been keeping her busy since the start of the year, but it's really strange to have a famous classmate. Alright, so it says I unlocked a new friend? What is that? Here we go. Okay. So, Class 2C, Swim Club. A serious, focused young man. He is in the swim club with Yuji, who has been his fiercest rival since they first joined the club. Another member of the swim club, although much more easygoing than Hayato. His rivalry with his teammate is deadly serious. Yeah, like I said, everybody has a... let's see. When wandering around school or the city, you might get the occasional voicemail from friends. Let's see. Press left bumper to play any messages you receive. Check your messages or they'll get overridden by new ones, or deleted when the story advances. You are now able to use the log page on Nier. Events and your message history, as well as active voice or voicemails, will be saved on the log page. Any voicemails you forget to check will also be saved, but will be deleted after a set amount of time. So keep that in mind. In addition, the message history can be accessed by pressing up on the D-pad to be directly accessed while moving and even during events. The new Spike single is on sale today, not tomorrow. Yeah, it'd be easier to just... It'll be easier to just look at the log. Alright, so is that all that you said? Yeah, so the new Spica single is on sale today, not tomorrow. If I don't move, the special edition will sell out. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. So we have something we have to do. Oh, Tokisaka, have you seen Ryota? Hey, Chizuru. He just left a minute ago with Shiori and Jun. That idiot. We were going to discuss next month's flyers for the shopping street. Oh, you were? He didn't mention anything like that. Maybe he just forgot. Oh well. He's going to hear from me when he gets back. I told him to wait for me. That idiot! She's the class president for Class D. I never see her not busy. Yes, I am going to read every single one of these. Let's see. Head of Class D and Ryota's childhood friend and minder. She lives above the confectionery located in the main shopping area. Okay. Who's this? Ah, Tokisaka from Class B. You have excellent timing. Mind an interview with the newspaper club for the Morimiya Academy News? What? Oh, nice. I got an item. I just got a new inventory item on Steam. What? Why would you want to interview me? What else? Details about your classmate Hiragi. She's just come back from being abroad in the US. People are clamoring for more info on her. Oh, I gotcha. Why don't you just ask her yourself? We're not really friends, so I think it'd be faster to just go to the source. True enough, but... Wait, you're one of those loner, outcast types. You wouldn't know much about these things. You know what? Never mind. Sorry for holding you up. Oof. You could stand to pull back the bluntness a hair. Just saying. Yeah, right. Let's see. Class 2A. The super outgoing president of the journalism club. She is always on the lookout for a scoop and is terrifyingly fast at reporting breaking news. Computer lab, Class D. Yeah, that's right. I can't really enter classrooms just yet. Do I need to go? Not really. Yeah, okay, let's go. Women's restroom. Let's go upstairs first. So this is the third year students, I'm guessing. The Morimiya icon, Akris Tower. Shine bright while you can. Soon, my father's company will build an even better building. Just wait and see. Weird. Our new teacher, Miss Kokonoe, is just splendid. She's taken charge of her own classes and is assisting other teachers with theirs as well. Asuka Hiragi, with her excellent grades and personality, is also having a smooth return. I'm pleased that we have both of them here. I have high expectations from them. Okay, so 2 more people to look at. Let's see. Alright. A third year with a domineering personality. The daughter of a wealthy family, she sees student council president Hokuto as her fiercest rival. Okay. Haven't seen Hokuto yet. Let's see. The soon-to-be retiring vice principal, forever fretting about the reputation of the school. His worries never seem to end. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can enter classrooms just yet. Greetings. I am Masataka. I'll be serving as head of the discipline committee starting in the spring. You appear to be a second year. Be sure to wear your uniform correctly even after school. If you don't, it's a stain on your discipline. Know that I will be checking often. Ah, whatever. Let's see. Head of the Discipline Committee, a firm believer in the power of rules and regulations. He endlessly lectures those who break even the most trivial of rules. That sounds annoying. Alright, let's go up one more flight. Here we go, the roof. Clear skies, bright sun, late blooming sakura dancing on the breeze. Today was very refreshing, don't you think, Tokisaka? Mr. Tanabe. Well, I guess. Excellent, excellent. The second year at high school has harder challenges. Come see me if you need assistance. We don't have to meet during Japanese class. I will listen to your troubles whenever you are free. He's as passionate as always. Even so, he's a good teacher. Still kind of weird though. A little weird there. Let's see. The intensely driven Japanese teacher with a terrifying passion for this subject always has his students' best interests in mind, though his efforts are for naught. In other words, he's kind of just... He's just basically his own cheerleader. Alright, down one more flight of stairs. Here we go. So that's the main entrance. Let's see if we see any first years. Here we go. What? What are you staring at? Can't you see my hair? You really want to mess with me? You really want to mess with me? Wait, you're a second year. Oh, sorry I was rude. Huh? I thought he was a blowhard, but now he's all wishy-washy. Okay. An indifferent student with dyed hair seems to be devoted to becoming shiftless, a shiftless layabout and street thug, but... Let's see, anybody on this side? Yeah, there's a few people down here. Wow. This school's student council president is so beautiful. I can't get her appearance and speech during the entrance ceremony out of my mind. She is the ideal lady. Our student council president, I think her name's Hokuto? I haven't really talked to her, but I heard she's very good at her job. A student who truly appreciates and admires the female form. She fell for the student council president after her speech at the school's entrance ceremony. I joined the cooking club because I like making pastries. It's a lot of fun making all kinds of food every day. I want to challenge myself and try as many different recipes as I can. Ayumi, a somewhat reserved first year with a naturally motherly nature. She joined the culinary club because of her love of making pastries and sweets. Okay. Doesn't look like I can go into any of these rooms. I think I can go into the infirmary, so we're gonna head to the infirmary really quick. Yeah, we can go into the infirmary. Alright, so somebody's over here. Oh, is school out for the day? My body isn't very well. I'm guessing they meant I'm not feeling very well. I come and rest here a lot. Oh wait, no, she really does mean her body isn't very well. Or her body is frail. I wish I could run around like everyone else. Is she a second year? She's a third year, okay. A sweet, kind-hearted student. Unfortunately, her frail physical condition means she is a frequent visitor to the school's health clinic. The only reason why I'm trying to get, okay. Let me explain. The only reason I'm trying to get everyone, everyone out of the way for the new year right now is because it's kind of a pain to do it later. It's gonna be a pain to do it later, so I'm trying to get everybody or as much people out of the way as possible this time, or right now. As you sprained your ankle. Just sit right there. I'll get some ice to put on it. Thanks. Must not stare. Oh yeah, it's classic school nurse. Has her cleavage out. Let's see. The school's resident doctor. She is admired by most of the school's male population. Here we go. Okay. Miss Keiko always dresses so, eye-catchingly. I just can't help staring. Okay, so that guy is, he's just a regular NPC. Okay. It was the nurse that we had to actually talk to. Okay, so now we're gonna go to other parts of the school. We're trying to literally get the student body out of the way because, like I said, it's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with later. So yeah. So you're getting used to how we do things here in the volleyball club. Feel free to ask me for help anytime. I enjoy breaking in newbies. Okay, so that's just an NPC. Here we go. Okay, I finally settled on the concept for the next movie. This is gonna be my first film as president of the film club. There aren't many of us to crew it, but I'll make up for that with determination. Yeah, I kind of figured he was a third year. The passionate president of the Film Studies Club. He does his best despite not getting enough funding and manpower for the club. Cool, it's commendable. Let's see. Okay, so that's right. They were selling yakisoba bread? Yeah, there it is. Also selling fried let me see here. Fried chicken bento, meaty udon, and yakisoba. Let me see what they do. Okay, so the fried chicken bento heals 500 HP. And defense gauge gets plus 5%. Okay. 500 HP and nullifies ailments and trap damage. What is this? Burden recovery. We'll wait. We don't know what we actually need yet. Alright, so this is actually one of the people that we have to talk to too. Huh. This year's freshmen really like to eat. That just motivates me to make their food as delicious as possible. I love giving out extra, so let me know if you want more. But I don't think she shows up though. No, she doesn't. Okay, so let's head this way. Hey, Akko. You chickening out? Chicken? Oh, did you mean ducking out? Yeah, I'm headed home. I see you're still the same. You've done this since we were first years. Yeah, words are hard. I keep getting them mixed up. I'd like to follow the ways of the samurai, like those born in Japan. I'll just keep practicing. I only need to focus my mind. Well, here's hoping she gets better. So I'm guessing she's a foreign exchange student. Oh wait, no. She is Japanese. She's just half American. Sorry about that. I was checking a message on my PlayStation. Let's see. A half Japanese, half American student with blonde hair and blue eyes. Despite her limited Japanese, her personality makes it easy for her to make friends. Alright, scrubs, listen up. Today is joint practice between the track team and the cheer squad. The enrollment honeymoon period is over, so any whiners are gonna get it. You got that, newbies? Yes, ma'am. Okay. What was that, Ayato? I can't hear you. One more time. Yes, ma'am. Saki, the PE teacher, with a sisterly disposition and the soul of a drill sergeant. Her classes are feared as Spartan-like death marches, as is her past as a delinquent. Today's the start of the training. I'm getting really excited. Club activities are probably tougher in high school, but I'm gonna do my best. I only joined the cheer squad on a whim. Oh man, Misaki is scary. I don't know how long I can last at this. Wait, did I already unlock their, Yeah, there they are. Yeah, I unlocked it all at once. Okay. So he joined the track and field club. Takashi. A first year with a perpetually optimistic outlook, who is serious about club activities. He loves running and devotes all of his time to track and field club. Let's see. Ayato, a member of the cheer squad, marked by his diminutive. I don't know the word. Diminutive size and ever-present headband. He joined the squad in order to become stronger and more confident. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so what does this do? Poison recovery, burn recovery, and this one's freeze recovery. Okay, I'll remember that. Let's go into the dojo and see if anybody's here. Nope, nobody's there. Can we go upstairs or no? There should be some club rooms on the second floor. I shouldn't be here. Okay. Alright. This is the pool. Can't go there yet. I can't remember. Where's... Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. So that's one of the entrances. Okay, so we're going to go back this way. And there is another... there's another door on the opposite side. Alright, so this is the annex building. This is where the library is. Hello, welcome. This is the school store. Everything you could ever need for your life at school can be found here. But you're a second year, so you'd already know that. We'll be making use of your services again this year. It's strange how things end up. To think, Tokisaka is Toa's cousin. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. We'll talk later, when I'm not busy working. What does she sell? Okay, so... Alright, so this is some of the equipped the equipped stuff. Okay, so she has the Morimiya crest pin. Gives magic attack and magic defense. Let's see, the crest badge gives. Okay, yeah, screw it. I'll just buy one of each. Okay, so let's see here. So it lets you hold 2. I feel like those would be a smart move. The antibacterial mask and the crust pen. Because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do magic, and this prevents poison too, so yeah. Sure, let me save it too. It's like I've talked to a lot of people. I don't want to go through that again. Okay, so let's see. Can't go in any of those classrooms. Alright, here's another teacher. We have a good collection of unique children among the new students this year. Mix 2 different specimens together and a chemical reaction will occur. And I will be able to observe it all again this year in this flask called a school. That's creepy. This teacher is a little... Why does he seem so suspicious? Yeah, right? Creepy. Very, very creepy. The enigmatic, slightly unsettling chemistry teacher. His nickname amongst most of the student body is the Mad Scientist. Makes sense. Let's go into the library. A little bit of a cutscene. New books will arrive regularly at the library. Select the shelf to have a read. Reading these books will increase specific stats for Ko, so checking back often is recommended. Books that have been read will be registered to the book tab on NIAR, so that so that they can be reread at will. Okay. Okay, so one of the teachers. Something wrong? You seem kind of out of it. No, it's nothing. It's just Mr. Seiki was here earlier and he helped me arrange the books on the shelves. He's so dreamy. What the hell? Seiki? Oh yeah, that new teacher that showed up. He's only had a few classes and he's already got the girls flocking after him. No joke. I guess she isn't a teacher. Okay. A new book arrived. Culture and History of Morimiya. Yeah, let's read it. Screw it. Okay. Culture and History of Morimiya. Morimiya is one of the major suburbs located on the... You know, we can actually read this. Yeah, I'll read it later. We can read it later. But it increases wisdom. And it was registered to Nair. Okay. And I should be able... Yeah, there it is right there. So yeah, we can read it later. Yeah, and you see, since I read the book, you can see Bright actually went up a little bit. So depending on your actions in the game, that's how it's played. Depending on the actions in the game, that's what happens. Did you come to pick out a book too? This library is very comfortable. I stay late after school a lot. I wonder what I should read next. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. A third year with a withdrawn personality and a love for books. More than a little shy, she spends all of her free time reading. Nothing wrong with that. Best way to learn is to read. Oh, it's Toa. I've got what I need for tomorrow's class and... Oh, Ko, you're still here. I told you to stop calling me Ko here, Miss Toa. Don't worry about it don't worry about it too much when it's just us. Focus more on not getting overwhelmed with your part-time jobs. Yeah, I got it. I can keep doing it so long as I don't get caught. You were just thinking it was fine to keep going as long as you don't get caught, weren't you? Good. Hey, listen, Ko. Your parents might not be here, but that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Shiori and I... Sorry, hold on. That was weird. It was just the audio skipped for some reason. Shiori and I, oh, and Grandpa too, we'll be watching. Yeah, I understand. Man, if only she could cut back on all the nagging. Trying to see if there's any other books, and it doesn't look like it. Okay. I decided that I would join a club when I entered high school, but now I'm not so sure. I better hurry up and decide. He'd be a second year, right? No, he's a first year. Okay. A shining example of exceedingly average high school student currently searching for an after-school club to join. Minoru. Okay. And this classroom's open. Is it? No, the door's locked. It's just an empty classroom. There's no need to be here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is the main building, floor 2. Doesn't look like there's another... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's another exit that way. Let's go upstairs and see if there's any end exits. If there isn't, that means we talk to everybody, and it looks like we've talked to everybody. Awesome. We can finally leave the school. And let me save it. How long did it take us? It took us an hour to talk to everyone. Here we go. Ah, Ko. Huh? A long time no see. I finally get to talk to you. I'm so glad I ran into you. It's really tough to go to the second year's floor, you know? Ko? Something wrong? Oh, yeah. Dad said to send his regards. Sorry, just hold up a sec. Who are you? Seriously? You don't remember? I can't believe it. Well, I guess the last time we met was in elementary school. Still... Sora Ikushima. It's me, Sora. Sora Ikushima? We trained together at the Kokonoha Dojo. You're that tomboy, Sora? The kid of the Ikushima style master that visited Gramps' dojo? I haven't been called a tomboy in ages. But yeah, I'm that, Sora. You're horrible, Ko. How could you forget me? I saw Miss Kokonoe earlier, and she remembered me. Sorry, you just surprised me. But you were in Kyushu, right? Did your family move here? No, I came to Tokyo on my own. I was told that to master the Ikushima style, I should see the world while I'm still young. Dad, this is Master Ikushima taught me that. Dad, that is, Mr. Ikushima taught me that. So you came all the way to Tokyo just for that, huh? That's pretty hardcore. You totally changed, though. Huh? 3 or 4 years ago, you could have passed for a boy, easy. And here you are, wearing a skirt now. Talk about doing a 180. Oh jeez. Please never bring that up again. Sora! Why are you wasting time here? Oh, Tokisaka. Hey, Aizawa. You heading to the club? Chiaki Aizawa. Yep, with Sora. You two know each other? The lesson's about to start, Sora. I'm off, so don't dilly-dally, okay? Got it. I'll catch up soon. So you joined the karate club, huh? Yep. Well, gotta go. Ah, right, before I forget. I plan on attending the Kokonoe Dojo about once a week. If it's okay with you, I'd like to spar sometime. Anyway, see you. Wow. Talk about a blast from the past. Spar at the dojo, huh? Well, if I feel like it, I'll go. How cute. Tokisaka, you heading home? Oh, Hiragi. I thought you'd left already. I had some things to do as class rep. So, what's the deal with that girl from before? Are you two, not even close. She's just someone I knew when I was a kid. We met a few times at my grandfather's dojo. Oh, a dojo. I didn't know you did martial arts. I never would have guessed. Well, I haven't really been back for a while. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just... we've never really talked before. We're in the same class, but we barely said a word to each other, you know? I guess you're right. Well, as classmates, I hope we can get along, Tokisaka. Yeah. Hey, Hiragi? have we met before? Huh? Sorry. I just didn't expect you to be the comedic type. And that's probably the most cliche pickup line in the book, you know? Even boys from abroad are more creative than that. That's not what I meant at all. Whatever. Forget I said anything. Wait, I was just teasing you. Ah, right. There's something I wanted to ask you. What's that? It's about last night. Do you remember what you were doing? Huh? What? A red chasm? Black monsters? Sorry, last night I worked pretty late and then... Never mind. I was just curious since there are rumors that you have a part-time job at night. Working a little is fine, but don't overdo it. Well, see you tomorrow. Yeah. See you later, Hiragi. Man, maybe I am overdoing it with work. I should go home after today's shift and just crash. I've got some time before heading to the antique shop in Brick Alley. Maybe I'll hang around a bit. Oh man. Jeez. Yeah, I've never gone through the whole start of the school thing like that. Like I didn't know it was that long, like it would take that long. Like we've been kind of at it for around an hour, almost an hour and a half. So yeah, I didn't know it would take that long. Sorry about that. If that kind of bored people. It was a lot of information to absorb. Let's see. The X button can now open the movement menu. Opening the movement menu with the X button will allow you to instantly transport to where you want to go. To move within the same area, spot tab. What is it? Spot tab. To go to another area tab. Oh, I get it. Alternate between the two with left bumper and right bumper. There is also a navi at the bottom of the screen for you to view the current objective. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty explanatory. So I've pretty much been everywhere here except for the clubhouse. Yeah, let's go to the clubhouse really quick. I didn't know you guys trained at the same dojo. We've known each other since middle school, but it's weird how these things work out, huh, Tokisaka? I hope you'll look after her in my place. You don't need to tell me. I plan on training her till she drops. She's our rookie ace, after all. Please go easy on me. Wait, that's right, I didn't read their... Here we go. A gifted martial artist whose father is a master of the Ikushima style. Always polite and well-mannered. She rarely, if ever, lets her guard down around others. She's a second year with a vibrant, outgoing personality. She is also one of the strongest members of the karate club. Cool. Alright, let's see. It says talk to her. I'm so happy to meet you again like this. You made sure to watch over me in elementary school. Would you spar with me over at Kokono's dojo sometime? Sure. If I'm ever up to it. Okay, so no, I just think that's, I think it just tells you who's there. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. I think it just tells you who's there. So it says head to your part-time job. Before we do that, we're going to go to the station square. Because... let's see, Station Square is bustling as always. I have some time until work starts. Maybe I should walk around. So, all of these places have people you can talk to that, like, are basically like a part of the story. See, Station Square is like the entrance to Morimiya City. Multiple train and monorail lines run through it, and it is constantly bustling with people. The main stores include Star Camera, Sakura Drug, and Books Orion. Depending on where you are in the story, you can buy items you might find useful while playing the game. I just want to see something. Okay, so not everyone you talk to will turn into your friend, and this is Sakura Drug. Yeah, they said it was Glorious EX 1500. Okay, I see what it is. Alright. Let's see. Let's see, the special spring run of events. If you haven't guessed already, yeah, the Z phone in this game is basically the iPhone. Let's see, Azusa, event coordinator, a marketing drone for the Hokuto group. Her outgoing personality makes her perfect for promotions, as everyone seems to like her. Alright, Star Camera. Voicemail. Ko, please let me know what you want for breakfast tomorrow. Right now, it looks like I'll be making your favorite, French toast. I love French toast. Oh, Spike's new single comes out today. I'm not sure of an Idol fan. I'm not much of an Idol fan, but most reviews I've read say their music direction is really good. Maybe I should pick up one of their albums. It's just most of the people that you talk to aren't really... Here we go. Z-Phone Cleaner. Let's see, it says Magic Attack 5, Magic Defense 10. Let's see, Ranged Attack and Flying Attack 15. Yeah, it changes yeah, that's what I thought. It changes the color of your wallpaper. Okay. Oh, these are video games. Okay. Oh, look what it is. What the hell? Why'd you come all the way here? There's a bunch of places to hang out and have fun. That's why. You don't have to go to work yet. You don't have to go work yet, right? Come hang out for a while. Sorry, dude. I don't have all that much time. I promise we'll hook up later. Fine. Have fun at work today, Cub. Don't stay out too late. Yeah. Do I know them? No, I don't think I met these. Or I don't think I met them. God, I'm so bored. They do go to the same school. You can see the mark on their uniform. Since starting school here, everything's been been stupid easy. Come on, Itomi. There has to be something interesting going on, right? Nope. Welcome to reality. It kinda sucks. But do you really have anything to complain about? I recommend you embrace your boredom. Seriously, you have a heart of stone. Okay, so they're first years. Generally cold and remote, she thinks studying and romance are both equally pointless and wastes of time. She's been best friends with Marie since middle school. She is quite the fashionista and hell-bent on enjoying high school to the fullest. She's been best friends with Hitomi since middle school. Okay. That's two more people I met. Let's see, where's the, that's the subway, I think. Here we go, Books Orion. Now I know this is where you can, you can find books that teach you more stuff. Let's see, you can purchase books here at Orion. Yeah, I kinda understand how the books thing works. Let's see, so right now it just has Moriyama Today. What does it do? It says a Freetown magazine. Okay, so it's free. A Freetown magazine that delivers Moriyama's hot news. New Year's first edition. Issue April 13th. What day is it? It's April 17th. Not interested. Actually, it's free, so yeah, whatever. It is free. Yeah, it just talks about like different places to visit, and it increases your. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. This is the. I forgot that when I actually bought this, I bought this is the deluxe edition. Hence the EX Plus. The original is just called EX. So these are all. I think this is swimwear. Is it? I can't remember. Yeah, I forgot how much. I forgot how many stuff, like how much stuff they give you for DLC. And like, I kind of wish you could open all these at once. Okay, there we go. Okay, don't want to have to go through opening all those again, so yeah. Hey, and our brightness updated. Oh no, that's what, okay. Oh, these are okay. Glasses. Huh, 3D specs. I'm honestly just looking through these. Oh, that's cool. I think there was a demon set too. Also cool. What's the thing all the way at the bottom? Magician set? Interesting. Furry fox. Frisky kitty. Okay. Bunny. Mr. what? Mr. Tittles. Dog ears. What else is here? Hey, it's a tree. Oh, nice. Love steampunk goggles. I'm just trying to see, alright, so I think that's, let's see, I'm gonna give him some glasses. I'll give him the genius frames. And then for the second thing, we're gonna have somebody... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so she's... It's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell who's like... Who's the ones that get added to your friends thing. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Let's see. Okay, so she's a foreign exchange student. An exchange student from Poland who stands out because of her pale skin, golden hair, and almost disturbing love of all things Japanese. Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt. Oh. The little, yeah. What's this? Oh, it just says customer. Okay. Alright. I think we're done here. So, let's finally head to Brick Alley. I arrived in Brick Alley, but I still have some time until my shift starts. I think I'll wander around a little. Yeah, that coffee shop, if I remember correctly, is where he works. No, wait, no, it's not the coffee shop. He works at the antique shop. The coffee shop is where, what's her name? That's the shop. It's a nice looking apartment. That's casual shopper. Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, I'm only wanting to read the main story at this point. Okay, we don't want to leave just yet. What is this? Gallery. Oh, wait, let me see what's here. Okay, so there's two places I can go into. Some kind of gallery. There's two places I can go into. There is the boutique. This is where I find that shirt. Okay, so fashionable shirt. That's actually the best thing I can buy here right now. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Because the next time we go into it's because the next time we go into the who's that? That's just this casual shopper, okay. The next time we go into that hellscape that we were in before, it's gonna be pretty bad. Like it's supposed to be, the next time we go in, it's supposed to be a boss. Let me see, is this it? Yeah, this is the coffee shop. And it just says resident. Anybody I know here? There we go. Okay. Let's see. Blue Mountain Beans. It says, the beans from which Coffee Shop 17's wondrous brews spring your wish. Spring, your wish is their command. Roasted coffee. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's head to the job. Actually, I'm not even think I can yet. Oh, no, there we go. The antique shop. I guess this is where I'll be working today. I still have some time to kill, but maybe I should just start work. Yeah, once I started, it's over. Yeah, we're good. I think we were pretty thorough in the whole free time thing. I think we were pretty thorough. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you, young man. Hello. It did say lazy, but I couldn't exactly nail it down. Okay, so it's alright. Yukino. Alright, Yukino. Ah, Yukino. Would you stop calling me young man all the time, though? I thought a customer was finally coming in for a change. Anyway, what did you want? You're the one who told me to come here for a job. Oh, that's right. I usually pawn you off on others, so I forgot. You worked at that one bar in Horaicho last night, right? I heard you did a good job. Thanks, but seriously, I'm glad you're able to hook me up with so many jobs. And another thanks for keeping it up since I was in middle school. I figured since I have a steady source of cheap, gullible young labor, I might as well exploit it. So, should I start scheduling you for 2 jobs a day now? I'm good with what I've been doing. So, what's on the agenda for today? I can start pretty much whenever. Okay, but one thing first. It's about yesterday. Haven't I told you to report to me as soon as you were finished with the job? Oh, that's right. My bad. I didn't finish until late at night. Plus, I forgot. Is that really all? There wasn't anything else? Huh? I was just oddly tired yesterday. I fell asleep as soon as I got home from work. I might have come down with something too. I honestly don't remember how I got home. I see. Huh? Forget about it. It's time to put you to work. She knows something she's not saying. She definitely knows something. Like we're at the point where I didn't really play it much further. But yeah, she definitely knows something she's not saying. I'm going to be working you especially hard as punishment for failing to call me last night. Yukino commanded me to dust and clean the store and merchandise, and then hid in her office. She occasionally emerged to dump more work on me, which made time fly by. Phew. That should do it. Damn, what a slave driver. Hey, I think you're due a short break. The slave driver is here with some refreshing tea. She heard me. Thanks, coming right now. Dusk on that day was a lot like it is now. It's been 10 years already. The Tokyo earthquake. They were still rebuilding when I first started middle school. I was still a kid, so my memory of it all is a bit hazy. So I'm not sure why my dream of it all was so vivid this time around. That was... So she still feels like she's being chased. She still feels like there's something behind her. Was that Shiori? It looked like she was trying to run away from something. Lately, I've been feeling a strange presence. I get this feeling that there's something behind me. Could it be... Hey, your tea is getting cold. Sorry, is it okay if I leave right now? There's something I need to take care of. Sure, go ahead. There's still time left on your shift, but I'll pay you in full because I'm so nice. Thanks, see you later. Oh, nice. I got some cash. Whoa. Yeah, that's the boss monster. That's the one we gotta fight. No! Get away! So when a person can see what's happening, it means that they have the potential to actually have powers as well. What the hell? What is this thing? Ko! Help! Shiori! Yeah, that's what she basically explains later, is that when a person can see what's going on with like the tears and everything and like the monsters and stuff, it usually means that they have an aptitude for powers in that world. Where am I? Huh? Ah, the labyrinth. Ruins of abstraction. I remember now. I remember this place. The red chasm appeared, and there was that monster, and her. Shiori! Where are you, Shiori? Please, answer me! Ignore that. Yeah, ignore the, like I said, ignore the bad voice acting. This is a surprise. Never thought I'd see you here again. Hiragi. So we meet again, Tokisaka. I was hoping we'd be able to just keep our meetings in our usual classroom. Hiragi, just what are you anyway? I mean, no, where are we? Or anything. And I saw this place yesterday too. And Shiori, where is she? So you've regained your memory. Now take a deep breath and listen to me. This world exists alongside what most people would call reality. It's the underside of the world that most will never see or feel. Those of us in the know call it eclipse. Eclipse? When an eclipse forms, a gate opens and it begins to encroach on the real world. Unfortunately, you and Kurashiki got caught up in it. I don't get it. How is any of this even possible? Not surprising that you don't understand. And there's no need for you to, either. For now, calm down and then leave through the gate. I have to get moving. Crap. Stay back! So yeah, our powers are about to manifest. They're called greed, and are the inhabitants of the eclipse. They wander aimlessly, instinctively attacking humans unlucky enough to come here. Then, what about Shiori? She's probably in a great deal of danger. I need to find her as soon as possible. What? I'll take care of them. Stay out of my way. Tokisaka? Why? How did we end up here? God damn it. Am I really that useless? F it. I think they meant fuck it. Okay. Screw it, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm not just going to sit here and just take it. Do you want power? What? I'll try to do a high-pitched voice because she sounds like she would have a high-pitched voice, so yeah, let's try. The power has always been within you. Wow, that's really high-pitched. I didn't expect that. See for yourself. This is... Now claim the power for your own. It begins here and now. That light. Yeah, I'm not yelling that. Oh yeah, that's right. His is a whip sword. Forgot about that. A soul device? So you're a wielder too? I don't know what's going on, but get ready, 'cause here they come. Alright, so attack is A. I'd much rather have it be X, but we'll stick with it for now because I don't really feel like going through the annoyance of actually having to change what it is. Okay, so yeah, I know B is jump. Apparently we have a double jump too. And then let's see, dodge is right bumper. It says press in mid-air to do an aerial dodge. Dodge at the last second for an evasion bonus. What did you think about that? What is this thing? How do I know how to use it? It's a soul device. Basically, it's the power required to fight in the eclipse. Soul device? As the name implies, it's linked to the soul of the one wielding it. I never expected one so complex looking to appear out of nowhere, though. Who or what are you? Not sure what you're asking, but I'm really going to need your help, Hiragi. This weapon, this world, there are too many things I don't know. And at the very least, you seem to know what in the hell's going on. But for now, I need your help rescuing Shiori. Please. Tokisaka. Very well. We've already wasted too much time. Let's get moving. Hiragi. Thanks. I owe you. Kurashiki is most likely at the center of the labyrinth. Let's hurry, Tokisaka. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Battle preparation screen. Before starting a stage, the battle prep screen will appear, allowing you to prepare for the fights ahead. Save, swap equipment, change party formation, and check greed info in the system menu before pressing start. Elemental weaknesses, as well as greed types of numbers, will be shown under the E attribute, or under E attribute. In this stage, there are 2 types of greed, 14 of each, and are weak against fire and are weak against F and SP. 1 is weak against ST. Once you've equipped your party and saved, press A to start the stage. Let's save. Here we go. You can now switch partners. Okay, so you press Y to switch. Nice. Item menu. Okay, so I press... Alright, so that's how I use my potions, okay. Oh, this looks like an ambush. It's an ambush. What the hell are those? Heads up. New enemies. They're wind element greeds. It'd be better if you dealt with them instead of me. Element? Yes. In the eclipse, everything has what is known as an element attribute. Fire, wind, steel, spirit, and shadow. Okay, so I'm guessing fire is F, wind is W, steel is ST, Spirit is SP, and Shadow is SH. Okay. These attributes exist in everything here, including souls, including greeds and soul devices. Interact. Meaning there are affinities between the different elements. Correct. It seems your soul device is infused with the fire element, making it strong against wind. I think I got it. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Okay, so... So apparently Shadow is effective against Shadow. So Fire is effective against Wind. Wind is effective against Steel. Steel is effective against Spirit. Spirit is effective against Fire. So yeah, it's like rock, paper, scissors. And Shadow is only effective against Shadow. Phew, somehow pulled it off. I'd better learn to take advantage of element affinities while in the eclipse. For now, we'd better keep moving. Definitely. And don't forget what you just learned. I won't. See, meeting certain conditions when defeating an enemy will earn you kill bonus. It will earn a kill bonus that gives bonuses such as rare item drops. Defeat foes by exploiting their elemental weakness to get an elemental kill. Elemental kills will affect your stage evaluation, so go for them whenever possible. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so let me see. Alright, so those are goblins. So it looks like they're weak to... See if it's spirit? They're weak to steel. And they're weak to wind, or they're wind, so they're weak to fire. Oh wait, no. This would be... No, they're weak to spirit, so they're fire. And they're weak to fire, so okay. Alright, okay. I think I'm getting it. Alright, so she has spirit. He has, she has spirit, he has fire. Okay. That's good to know. And I don't think I can save it mid-mission. Alright, here we go. Alright, mini-boss. Looks like an orc. What the hell is... Yeah, it's an orc. An orc. Orcs are really strong, but range skills are super effective against them. Just imagine you're projecting your power towards it. I'm sure you can pull it off. Got it. Let's do this. You can now use range skills. Range skills, huh? Didn't know that was even possible. Yes, they're especially effective against distance enemies and foes weak against physical attacks. Use them as the situation demands. Skill point recovery. Skill points are consumed when using a character's special skills. Skill points will regenerate over time. Regeneration speed will increase when landing normal to. Okay, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, know about breakable objects. Thank you. Yeah. You now access. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, that's all her. There we go. Okay, that's all her. It's taking some time to get used to it, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. It's mainly the camera. The camera's kind of annoying. Nice, level up. That's gonna be all her. Oh lordy. Yeah, after this I'm gonna call it a night, you guys, because it's almost, yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. An item from the real world is inside. Flowery tunic. We got something good. Let me see something. Let me see. Can he use it or no? He cannot use it. Okay, so it's her. That's him. Ah, another ambush. Ooh, that looks spirit. I've got a bad feeling about this. Escreed. This particular kind is a mutated version that's especially powerful. Defeat it, and the barrier will fall. Ooh, steel type. I think I'm weak to that? No, she's weak to it. Ugh. Ow. Ow. Gift cubes. Defeating an S-tier greed while exploring may cause a gift cube to appear. By smashing one, you can obtain the rare materials possessed by the defeated S-greed. Okay. Alrighty. Boss room. Definitely boss room. It screams boss room. Let me just make sure here. Let's roll. Boss room. Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's right. It's a single stage. Forgot about that. Hey, I got an achievement. Dude, just take the S. that's the name of the achievement. It literally just says, dude, just take the S. Let's see, what is this? Elemental Quill, 50% over. Nice. About stage scores. Once you clear a dungeon, you will be graded on your efforts. Clear time, damage ratio, greed defeated, and treasures found all factor into your final grade. Ah, okay, so depending on how many things you complete, like whether you take no damage, whether you have a fast time, all of that, they account into your grade. Okay. I'm guessing S tier is the highest. That's what's called a relic. We're pretty much at the end point now. The end point? That means Shiori must be nearby. Most likely. Now's not the time to let your guard down. If needed, I can use my Z phone to activate the relic and stock up on supplies. It might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad time to grab a few things. How's any of this possible? No. Now's not the time for this. I'm guessing they... Okay. Yeah, they let you save your progress too. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save our progress. One. Let's see. Let's shop. How many do I have right now? Oh, I think I used the last of them. Let me... Yeah, we'll grab 10. Okay. Alright. I think we're good to go. Let's roll. First boss. First boss of the game. It took us 2 hours and 46 minutes to get to the first boss of the game. Jeez. Huh? Shiori! Don't worry. She's still alive, just unconscious. Okay. That's a relief. Hold on, Shiori. We'll get back, Tokisaki. Or Tokisaka, sorry. I've been very close to saying Tokisaki this whole time. What the hell is that? Elder Greed. Menace Ogre. Love the music, dude. The music sounds vicious. Holy shit. That battle music's awesome. What? What the hell is that? That's what I just said. It's an Elder Greed. The master of this place. If we can defeat it, we can stop the eclipse from this eclipse from growing. Got it. Then we only have one option. Take it down. Let's go, Hiragi. Oof. Oh, I dodged it. Holy shit. Didn't dodge that. Ugh. I keep getting hit by that. Ow. What? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that's what we had to do. We have to do the super. Ow. I'm There we go. Damn! Did we do it? Yeah, it's gone. Now, this should do it. It's a convergence in the eclipse. It'll let us return to the real world. Mission complete, more or less. Where are we? Is this in Brick Alley? Is this the street in Brick Alley? Yes, it's nighttime. At least we managed to make it back. Shiori! Ko? Where am I? What happened? Shiori, are you okay? She's just exhausted. She'll be alright though. That's good to know. Jeez, I was worried sick about you. What's wrong? Are you hurt anywhere? No. It was you who saved me, Ko. I knew you'd come help me. What are you saying? Idiot. Of course I'd come help you. That takes care of things for now. But eclipses have been appearing way more than usual as of late. I'm starting to get worried. What's going on here? Ah, there we go. Chapter 1 finished. Oh man. All right, so we're gonna go into chapter 2, but pretty much just to get through like the intro of it, and then we're gonna save it because I'm pretty sure this game does not have an autosave. So I don't want you guys to miss out on what happens in the beginning of chapter 2, because even I don't know what happens in the beginning of chapter 2. So yeah, we're just gonna move on into chapter 2, and then we're gonna save it, and then we're gonna call it. Or unless it lets you save. I think it should. I think it would let you save. See, in the boss battle option, players can go back and face off. Oh, okay, cool. Character viewer players can take glimpses of their favorite characters in a myriad of costumes and yeah, it lets you save. Okay, cool. Chapter 1's done. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I'm gonna save it here, and I'm gonna call it a night. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm Mikazuki5, and peace out.